Kenny, would it be harsh to call that a smash and grab?
Yeah, I can certainly understand where that's coming from. First off, our defending was terrific. We really did limit them to long-range shots, and we dug in, and that was sort of where we were last year a little bit. Where we could defend, where we could sustain pressure, and it's a clean sheet last week and won this week. My keeper was part of that, my back four were part of that, so that's a big positive. And then against Doncaster, who particularly at home can play expansively, as we saw last year, it's a similar philosophy. You have to have a threat on the break, and in the first half we just didn't. We while I can't say our defending was poor in the first half or whatever, we just didn't have a threat. There's got to be a threat on the counter to those players coming out, and the second half we did that. Ben Close broke up a lot of the play, and then you are one good pass from a chance. And that has to be the game plan. And, for us anyway, at times we did it well, at times we didn't. There's been plenty of times as well during this season where we haven't had a bit of luck. There's been times today where we had it. But similarly, you have to accept that, at certain stages of games and certain stages of the season, you have to defend. And our defending is improving, and it is a basis. And at least in the second half, we did have a threat. A great finish from Gareth Evans. Keeper made a terrific save from Ben Close, which looked like it was in. And then I'm delighted for Ellis because it was a great header for the winner. It was a glancing header, but as soon as he made contact, it was in.
Took John Marquis off. Did that help you in the second half?
Yeah, I felt that we needed some pace up front because they're obviously going to come onto you. And as I said, you have to realise, accept it, but use it as a tactic to both defend well and break with pace. And I did think it was a day for Ellis's pace, more than, let's say, Brett and John combining, which we didn't get enough. I didn't think we had any threat in the first half, and the players were just although it's 0-0 all the way through, just struggling a little bit on the ball, and we needed let's say a defined 9 and 10 today, where the 10 could come off and play, and Brett had a good game. He had a very good second half as well, and we had to try to get one player up the middle and run into the holes that they leave as they come onto you, and for that to be a tactic, a counter-attacking tactic. And as I said, if you can break up the play and stay compact, you are then one good pass from a chance, and that proved to be the case in the second period.
Once you scored, it was all hands to the pump, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was for different stages, and we had to defend, and we were always going to. And as I said, early in the season we haven't defended well enough, we haven't been resolute enough, we haven't sustained periods of pressure, and as well as that, had threats on the break. That was where we were, and I did feel, in terms of certain parts of today, was more like ourselves, and we have to keep working away at it anyway. Hard place to come. There won't be many sides win here this season, and we've scored 2 excellent goals in the second half, both in terms of the pass and the finish with Gareth's left foot, and then the ball from the wide area from Bolton again, and it's 2 assists now in 2 weeks, and some very, very good defending in and around his box as well, and he can really sort of build on a good few weeks for him, and hopefully some momentum. So we have to recognise what we did well, also as well for us, realise where we keep needing to improve, because that is the case as well. But for the players, it's 2 wins on the trot, and coming and winning at a place that not many sides will, particularly early season, is a tough one and a great win.
Brought back Lee Brown. Do you have some sympathy for Brandon Helstrup, who really didn't put a step wrong, did he?
No, he's done well, Brandon. We've got 2 good left backs. I wanted to get as much experience as I could, and while it's a very tight call between Lee and Brandon, I do feel Lee, brings a lot both ways, and we only saw sort of 1 break from him down the left-hand side in the second period, but that was more to the nature of the game rather than his own performance, and I did feel, in terms of organisation, a good talking and strong defensive performance.
You'll be keen now to have Gillingham game on next week, I would suppose.
Yes, if we can. I mean, we have 3 called up, but we don't need to break for 14 days, and we'll assess the injuries, make a decision either tonight or tomorrow morning, and I do think if we can, we want to try to keep the game on.
What will this win do for morale now?
Yeah, certainly, as I said, 2 wins on the trot is win away from home for us, where we've lost 3 games away from home, and we haven't defended well, and you come away and you have to be solid and you have to sustain pressure, and we haven't done that enough in terms of so far this season. So, again, I do think it's a stepping stone in the right direction. I don't think that we're exactly there yet. We'd be kidding ourselves, but similarly for the players to keep building confidence, which is important.
And it was a lovely cross, we should mention, from Bolton for the goal.
Yeah, and a couple of assists in relative weeks, and they've both been for winners. I did, think that for Ellis anyway, it was a terrific header, and as soon as he made contact, it was in. The keeper had no chance. So great goal, and pleased for him. And Ellis can bring some pace that maybe the other forwards haven't got, and using that pace and athleticism down the sides on the break is a big thing.